Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and hello. This framing we are only keeping for just a moment because this video will be deeply distracting. But there is an Avian invasion concert today I'm going to. I just barely popped into a group instance that was running because I was like, oh, someone is, people are hanging out before the show. And it was actually Avian Invasion who was setting up the show. He was right up there with a different video playing, getting overlays and all sorts of things going on. And it's like, oh, well, neat, hello. And we had a small little conversation about it. He's doing tech issues, and I was like, Godspeed, good sir. And then I actually came to a different part of the world because I was wanting to work on some art of my own. We are going to talk about that, though, and so we're going to go to a different framing that won't have quite this distracting of a background, but we are going to hang out in this world because I will be hanging out in this world later. But there are some things I wanted to talk about first. Let's get to it. All right. Antlion is good, so my mouth should be beautiful. And there's still going to absolutely be a little bit of, distracting visuals here, but it's okay. And it's okay for a few different reasons. Because, because there's a few things that I wanted to get off my chest for a little bit. And I'm not going to try and manufacture this too hard. I never like when I've manufactured them. Challenging, because I do want to create additional pieces of art. It's just been a while. I always get caught when I'm trying to manufacture a video, and I don't love it very much. But when do I... The world did get very bouncy. My headset battery just got low too, so I really don't think that this video was meant to be. So I'm going to sit down in a different part of the world. I'm a little bit of a mess, but I think we might leave it in, or this might be some manner of a bonus of some sort. I don't know what even this is, but I do have plans moving forward that are going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. And I don't ever let people in on my plans, and a very wise fish told me recently that I say often good things are on the way, but when I don't actually share what's on the way, then it bottles up. And I've said multiple times I want to keep the steam in for the cool projects that I have. But if you're not careful, that's going to look like bottling something up the same way that pressure builds up if you don't release a negative emotion. I've had a lot of good on the inside I've been trying to work with, and I kind of think I'm going to let some of that out right now. I've a little scattered right now in this video so far, so I'm going to go sit down and then we'll talk about why I'm scattered, what I brought up with Avian Invasion, all of that. Let's actually start the video. And if I were a champion right now, I would be considerably more worried about jump cuts or about how dark I look like in this world, but I'm not a champion, I'm just a kitty cat, so let's continue please on with the beginning of the video. The beginning of the video is now done. This is the introduction was very long and long-winded, so now the middle of the video begins. That's what I meant. And I'm going to guide you through what I want this video to be. We're going to hit through the roadmap I'm about to present to you, and I think by the end we should have a nice little body of emotion packeted together. I think we should be a good time, but let's hit it one at a time. In my video craft, I spent a very long time studying myself, trying to learn more about myself. To tremendous effect, I'm very happy with what my intrapersonal growth has been. I've known for a while that the next journey after I'm satisfied with my intra-personal growth would be interpersonal growth. I'm a believer that you can only ever connect with other people to the extent that you can connect within yourself. And I've known now, after diminishing returns you might say, but where I'm ready to head after now being comfortable being myself when no one's watching is to be myself in the company of other people watching, which I was doing in live streams for a little bit, but now I'm ready to take it into the field itself. I'm ready to start trying to be myself with other people as part of that journey. Somewhat related and somewhat separate. Somewhat recently I made a video where I was giving props to someone who made something that I had value in, and I wanted to make sure that that value was known because it's nice to receive kind words, and I'm in a position where I have a platform with which to use words, and I have the ability to use them in the first place. That's just what my gift is. Like the one that I made recently that I'm referring to, but then also this one. There's a little it's hard to do, but I like that when I'm on these videos. I want to try doing things that are hard to do. Because Avian Invasion has meant a lot to me, I really look up to them as an artist, and they were some of what informed my journey to be here. And talking about other people as their role in my personal journey is fulfilling, because then I get to pay respect to my journey and the people I look up to as part of that journey. And then I like to imagine, and I've heard that it's true, that those are pleasant things to receive. So that's going to be part of this video as well. This preface is a very long time, little table of contents. So we are going to spend a little bit of time glowing up Avian Invasion, and I'm actually really happy that I joined in and they were actually right there, and I was like, oh, well, hi, that's cool. And then I was like, I'm going to write fan mail for you, but it's not fan mail, it's a video. Then it's not even a fan video, it's about me, but Avian Invasion has a part in it. We'll touch all that, let's circle back. And if we are lucky, or unlucky if you're me, because this is going to be a very sheepish way to end the video, is that I want to talk about K-pop demon hunters. Because I've seen that a few times recently. It's my new favorite thing. That probably feels like it's going to come out of left field, and it does, but we'll give it a second, because it also, it just happens to be a good device to frame all of what it is that I want to say. So I'm going to go ahead and say it, and then at the end of the video, I'll talk more about why I said the things that I said. We're trying out something that we're just trying out, so here we go. Up first, we're going to cover the journey, the pathway I've theorized concerning my journey, which includes other people. Interpersonal connection opposed to intrapersonal connection, which is what I've been hung up on for the past several years, but mainly just the past one. And for this, I'm going to talk about one of my other channels, Phineas Form or Longer, the longer form, as I imagined it a long time ago, and a little span of time where I was titling videos according to just the date that I posted it, something specifically unclickable so that I could only focus on the body of the video, the content of it, and I made that shift for a specific reason. Well, the shift began for a bit of a different reason, but what that channel turned into for a little bit is I started dating a very sweet man. He is a fish, and he's wonderful, and I actually move in with him in 2 days' time, so that's exciting. And I was crushing on this guy while we were hanging out pretty hard. And I also knew that he watched my videos. And so there's also a lot of things that I would have wanted to say to someone I was dating. So even before we were dating, though, these were things that I would have wanted to say to someone who I would be dating. Let's get him up to speed. Here's me. I'm batshit insane. Here's some of how I operate. And some of the preliminary things that I'm ashamed of or whatever. And pretty much they were open videos that I was making for a guy that I liked, who then we got together, which is awesome. But there was a period of time where I was trying to connect to someone, and there were things that I wanted to say about that to be able to feel like I'm not hiding myself whatsoever, and to be confident with who and what I am. And that little golden period where I was making videos with someone specific in mind really felt freeing. And there is a bit of similar impulse now that I'm thinking about branching out to even more people. And there's videos I want to make which are not so heavy of subject matter and that are not only about me, just other principles and other tokens of how I operate and who I am, because I'm trying to connect to other people also and make more friends and invite people to things and go to shows. I'm going to Avian Invasion tonight, and then I invited some people to it, and I don't invite people to things. I don't have parties. It freaks me out. People tend to freak me out. I want that to no longer be the case. And it just sounds nice to give prospective friendships or anyone who I really meet an insight to who it is that they're interacting with. So maybe we can skip all of the nonsense about getting to know one another. And it's like, bitch, my videos are out there. Whatever. And I kind of want to go through that. Like I had that mentality once, not super long ago. I really liked it, and it yielded some really cool things. And I kind of want to get back to that in just maybe a few more casual ways than how I was handling it before. But that's kind of the mentality behind this video and where I want the videos in this channel to kind of shape towards. Let's move on to the next point of the video. And I don't know exactly where this particular point is going to go, so we probably won't linger on it for very long. But I do want to talk about the videos where I'm going to be talking about people and experiences and a little bit of what that might look like in the future. This part's going to be conjecture a little bit and a little bit meandering, so you can totally skip this section because I don't know that I'm going to be saying anything super valuable for the next couple of minutes. I'm just going to go because there's something I need to say, so I need to say it in order to figure out what it is. That's the next couple of minutes of this video, so don't worry about it, but let's begin. It's going to be very challenging talking about circumstances I've been in with a full emotional honesty. Because it's embarrassing if you're hanging out with a new friend and then if they saw like, oh, that was such a cool little moment. I was really happy that, and I don't know why that feels like an embarrassing thing, but it does, because you're supposed to play it cool when you do something like make a new friend or have a cool new experience, or even just if you have a cool new conversation. Because I'm just an excitable boy. And often I'm having social experiences, like, you know, even just right now, accidentally running into someone who I like look up to. But it could be anyone. There's just random moments in Resonate lately where I've just been meeting people, and it's just really cool moments and conversations that get me fired up. So I want to talk about the moment that I experienced, what it looked like, and that I got so fired up about it. That's fine subject matter for a video. It still feels really weird. Because we just don't often consider really emotional approaches to the world and the people in it. It's something I want to break through, but I have to do it in order to break through that. And because it's not something I've ever particularly seen, I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it now. This video is part of it. But it's fascinating because I don't know what it looks like on the other end of it. But whatever, I'm really tired of not allowing myself to be seen, and sometimes I get super excited, but I never actually express that excitement because I don't want people to see how excited I am. Lately in life, I am excited for several reasons. 1, I'm moving in with my partner, so that's fantastic. 2, I saw K-pop Demon Hunters? We'll get to it, I promise, but that's part of why I'm excited. And then just now running into someone who I really look up to, that was really cool too. It is interestingly the lesser of the points, which I don't think is like a nice way to say it. I don't know. But it's time now to talk more about Avian Invasion and what I'm doing here, and then we'll talk a little bit more about why I talked about Avian Invasion. We have a banger video for us. So now it's time to talk about Avian Invasion specifically. If memory serves, and memory might not serve, I saw Avian Invasion at BLFC 2022, maybe? It might have been 21, it might have been 23, no, 22, it must have been 22, give me a second. It's not like it matters, I can't remember for sure. I'm pretty sure it was 2022, but let's just skip it and say BLFC at some point. I was towards the tail end of my super duper dying marriage. Super duper, very not happy boy. I lied to everyone in my life and said that a friend had a spare room, like he had space in his room, and he got me an invite, so if I just found my way to BLFC, I'd have someone to stay with. And I played up that going for the convention, having a time on my own would be like really cool experience. I want to utilize that. And everyone's like, yeah, you got to go to the convention, and someone's going to wants to help pay for that or whatever. Like, that's really cool. You got to go. In reality, I really wanted to go and do something nice for myself because I had learned that expressing who I was on the inside was a dangerous thing to do. I needed to do something which was only for myself, so I did. I knew they'd only be happy if they knew that I had like a hotel room, but I absolutely went to Reno, Nevada, and slept in my car so I could go to a furry convention. Do not do that thing. Also, do not go to a convention and sleep in a car. Mainly, just don't do the get married to the wrong person and stay for super duper long and then allow yourself to live the life where you get so oppressed that you have to go sleep at a car. Like, the problem is not only I went to a convention and slept in my car. The problem was the life I had let myself fall into, that seemed like a viable solution. So don't get so upset about the car convention situation, although please do not do that. That was dangerous and stupid, but also just it was dangerous and stupid for my mental health and all things, to put myself in that multi-year negative life position. So make sure that you're getting upset at the correct things. It's not only the bad behavior, but the bad life that I made decisions about. Anyway, time to move on. I was at a convention. I went to the dances, as you do, and it's because I didn't want to have to go back and sleep in my car right away. And I sat on the outskirts of any one of the DJ nights because I didn't have anyone to dance to. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have, like, I spent a lot of time people watching and imagining what it was like to be someone who wasn't me. not the happiest boy. It was a transformative moment, and that's when I saw Avian Invasion, which really stood out to me in a massive way. Because I like the music, first of all. Really good music. I'm a fan of that type of electronic, thumbs up. But what really got me was the performance of the man up there on the stage. And the one that got me the most was the song We Are Not There Yet. Because there's one point, the chorus, transcend the will to hate. Shed this. I'm singing. No. Okay, we're done singing. No. Why do I make videos like this? I hate it. But the big chief, chorus that gives you, the chills in the spine or whatever, is he belts out, "We are not there yet," and it's just this wonderful, uplifting swell of music, and it just hit me in such a special way. Not because of the song or the music or the swell of, it was a vehicle for some of what I was feeling, but it was more so the performance of the man on the stage who had put the song together in the first place and then belted it out in a convention floor of dancing furries with absolute power and confidence. In that moment, up on his DJ stage, that was about the most time of any performing artist I'd seen someone own the room in such a 100% way. He was all in on that one, especially We Are Not There Yet, and just crushed it. And that mad inspired me. Because this is an artist doing something he believes in 100% all of the way. And I just had that feeling. If Avian Invasion can do it, then I can do it too. That's pretty much it. I've only had the good fortune to see them once. There was another convention I wanted to, but I had to leave early for mental health kind of reasons. I went to I actually will expand on that. The mental health reasons was I felt a certain oneness when I was at that convention, realized that I know where I need to head next in life, and I had just been holding myself back out of fear, and where I needed to be was leave the convention early. I purchased the Quest Pro on the last day of the convention when I would have gone to see Avian Invasion. Something like that. Anyway, point being is I had to hurry and become Phineas Former. So, sorry I didn't get to that other show, but I will again see them perform at some point. I mean, I'm seeing them tonight, which is super duper cool. But we got to keep this video at least a little bit on track. So here's a specific message just to Avian Invasion, and then we're going to talk more about why I've decided to make the message, because there's a lot of internal connection going on here. Here we go. Mr. Invasion, thank you for what you do. I sincerely appreciate it. Granted, while it is true that I believe humans are ready to receive signs whenever they need them, and if it hadn't been your show, it might have been someone else's, or a video that I had seen that would inspire me in a certain way, I was ready to receive the message that if someone else can do it, I can do it too. I'm a believer in that. But I'm very happy that in this particular instance of it, it happened when it did, because if it hadn't been your set, that music, it would have been a little bit delayed when I did get that feeling of inspiration, which helped me through a really dark time of life. But your music has stuck with me, and I've looked forward to seeing one of these virtual performances for as long as I've been a virtual little boy, and it's just never worked. This happens to be the first time I'm able to catch a performance of yours. I'm really excited about it. That's pretty much the end of it, actually. I have an entire rest of a video to get to, but I wanted to take the time as someone with a unique platform and a very unique way of words to send a very unique kind of fan message here. Thank you for what you do. It has meant a lot to me, and I wanted you to know that because that's the sort of thing that's cool to know. So thank you for what you do. I feel like that was a little too mushy. And I'm a strong... So quickly, let's talk about anything else. Because what we just witnessed was, I was excited about running into Avian Invasion just now, and I did not even squee like a little girl. We were able to commiserate over the challenges of setting up tech, and it was just a really cool little, pretty regular moment. And it was kind of a prime opportunity to serve as a vehicle for the excitement that I've already been feeling for this general chapter of my life. I typically don't tell people about things which excite me, like the Avian invasion, not just like running into them right now, or seeing the show tonight, or the time that I saw them perform at BLFC, I think 2022, but it's not like it really matters specifically. I don't tell people that kind of thing. And if I do, it's one or two people at the correct time when it comes up conversationally, and when I'm feeling bold enough to interact with people in the first place and open myself up to little cool moments like that, then I don't usually take the time in a conversation to properly express it, because I have to use so many words to properly express anything. Oh my god, I talk so much. So even if I do open up, it's not like I really open up all of the way. And I wanted to in a video, but there's a little bit more to it than just that. Because just opening up is not helpful language. It doesn't mean anything. Open up, like, how do you do that? And is that an expression of self? Like, do you have to project yourself out in order to open up? But then if you're forcing yourself onto someone who didn't ask for that, then that doesn't feel very good. And I've never known how to handle that. That is why I got into YouTube, which I've talked about so many times, because people will only be here if they want to be here, so we're not going to worry about that point, but it is something I've struggled with for my entire life. And if we'll remember earlier, interacting with more people as myself is something I have a marked interest in doing these days. I still don't know how to open up to people. I'm working on it. But I thought I might as well go back to kind of return to form here and just, open up. Which is language I still disagree with. But to do it just super plainly, not to any people, but to get back to doing that in video form, that's something that I'm looking forward to returning to. And we're going to take just a hot moment to talk about my disagreement with the phrase open up. I think it's unhelpful, and there might be a better way to look at things. Because opening up is hard. If people don't receive you, it hurts. And if you have nobody to open up to, then it just sucks extra when people are like, oh, you should open up. It's like, great, I'll get right. I'm like, to who? How? It's so dumb. The stance I think I want to play around with is, instead of opening up, just to go with raw expressions of who it is that I am. Because doing something like being excited about Avian invasion, either running into them personally or going to the show tonight, which I'm excited about, or inviting friends along to a show, which I did, and I'm very excited about that too, I just have a lot of excited energy. I decided to use my platform to express that excitement. I'm still sheepish about expressing that raw excitement. I want to get over how sheepish I am about expressing things like excitement, because those are the expressions of who it is that I really am. In this, an effect is opening up, because I'm allowing people to see who it is I really am, because that's not the whole story. It's not about opening up. It's a little bit more like being open. I can open up to individuals, which is hard to do, really specified, and that's sharing the Avian invasion stories, and it means so much to me, and it's a really personal idea. Or by being open, people can just see this is an excited lad about Avian invasion or whatever. It's cool to lay witness to someone's excitement, and you're able to see who they are. It's being open. I can't qualify it any more than that. I'm going to be done trying. That's my stance on opening up to people. I'm opening up to a world, which is something I haven't done for a while on this channel. I've just been kind of figuring out what I want to do with it. I feel like being open with it, which is opening up, but I'm just taking a different stance on it. Let's move on. And our next stop, before we can fully tidy up the video as we approach the end of the video, which means we probably still have half of the video to go or something, is I want to push the limits. I was just barely excited about something, which made sense. I saw an artist that, had a little, and usually like it's during a show, you don't want to like interact with them, and then after the show it's kind of scary, even though you want to go up and say, hey, I saw you at BLFC 2022, I think. It doesn't matter what year it was specifically, and I liked your show a lot, and you belted it out, and you took command of the room, and it was really cool. But that's hard to say to someone in, person, but then after the show they're going to be busy, and then before the show it's like, well, I want to respect that you're doing technical things, then also I want to make a video, and so I'll just like make a video about the whole thing instead. Anyway, that was a little bit embarrassing to do. I did it anyway, and now let's talk about something that's even more embarrassing. Let's talk about my relation to K-pop demon hunters. Bear with me, this is a video about myself. I'll keep this a little bit short, it's a little bit strange, but we're just going to talk about demon hunters specifically. That'll talk about what it means to me. Mark down below is like where spoiler tag is, so you can just skip this section if you haven't seen it yet, but please see it, because it's super duper good, and now let's go ahead and just talk. Generally speaking, K-pop girls sing K-pop to save the world from demons. There you go. And the main conflict is the head lead singer lady actually turns out to be half demon. So she's really conflicted in herself about wanting to like pursue her destiny to like save the world or whatever, but there's all of this broken internal conflict there where she's hiding such a big part of who she is, but she has an ambition to move forward and affect the world in really big and strong ways. And that's a beautiful conflict. One of the songs of the climax, I think it is the scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. The sound of my voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. It's such a cool line, a cool song, an awesome moment when someone takes power over their shame and turns it into something beautiful, and then they save the world. We're done talking about the movie specifically. That framing, though, stuck with me tremendously because it mirrors something I felt inside myself for a really long time. And I have tried several times to bring up what it is I'm about to say on this channel. I've just never been ready to or had the framing device to do so, but I think I'm ready to be confident about it now. It's pretty core to how I feel. It's really unique, and it's the sort of thing I can't tell the people in the world around me because everyone just thinks I'm insane. I am insane, though. Whether I share my ideas or not does not mark how insane I am. And I've also come to realize through having this channel that I'm not alone in my insanity. So I'm going to go ahead and say something that I'm not unique in, but I've been told not to say. So let's do it. I have a way with words and a cute vehicle to express them, baby. Here we go. And I have a unique grasp on emotionality and systems. One of my favorite comments I've received is when I push emotions through the logic box and see what comes out. I love what I do, and I'm kind of the only one who really does what I do. And there's people who receive what it is that I do with the same style of heart that I put into it. Everything I've wanted to accomplish is working. And this goes all the way down to just levels of raw inspiration towards humans. I've inspired people who are similar to me to take positive action in their life because I said something that helped, or they wanted to do it too, or something like that. There's been enough comments that what I've been doing has been helping enough people, and if I'm the only one who can do what I do, that's just all I've ever wanted to accomplish, and it's time to keep it going. And the theory is this. If I'm damn near the only person with the words, the cute style of presentation, baby, and either the confidence or the stupidity to go through with it, then I simply must. If that's the gift that I can give to the world, and I'm choosing not to give it, then the world goes without it. I will do it. I will be the first. That's okay. The soft way to describe it is I'm an artist with a unique art style, and I must create my art or I will go insane because I have strong emotions and I just have to make things with them. This is what I chose to do. I'm just an artist. You can look at my videos as a form of art. Not a big deal. The grand way to describe it, and how I prefer to understand it, is I'm adding my unique voice into the world which can't exist without me. It's doing a unique good that only a unique voice can accomplish. That means the world to me. And that feels like providing for the world or people in the world in a way that only I can do. It's the most important thing. And I thought that I was ready to tidy up the video, move on to the last point, but I just really got that seed of inspiration that says there's something to linger on here. So I'm going to do another session where I'm just going to babble for a little bit, figure out what it is that I'm going to say. It's going to take a couple of minutes. These sections happen now and then, but we got to figure out what I'm saying, and I have to say it in order to figure it out. We've been through that too. So let's just talk for a little bit, and you can skip ahead if you're not into just the raw babble, but these videos are all babble, so it's fine. Let's handle it. Okay. Good stretch. And I guess I want to take a moment and say that I'm just really tired of pretending I don't feel as marvelous and magnificent as I do. And I think I prefaced it with saying other people are like me, which is confirmed. When I say the things that I say, I inspire people. When I receive the art that other people have made, it inspires me. My form of art is what I've chosen to do. I don't even need to inspire other people. I need to inspire myself. I don't even have to do that because I just love making the art that I make. I just need to go ahead and just like make my art. Like, it's important to me. And I wouldn't really have it any other way. I get to be a kitty cat. I get to use my words, baby. This is such a cool hobby. I'm 10 out of 10 all in. And the fact that people like it is super duper bonus, and something I've been I gotta take a second to appreciate that one. It's super duper bonus that people like what I do. Thank you guys for liking what I do. That's really cool. You guys are 10 out of 10. Fun fact is the thing that I do, if I'm doing it correctly, is be myself. Make videos not only about myself, but about how I operate, the things that I think, the beauty in small moments that I see. Those are the videos that I'm the most proud of. That's the art that I try to create, and that's the style of art that people have been enjoying. What this means, if we take the art out of the equation, because the art is just very close expressions of emotionality which come from deep within, is that people are liking when I express myself and who I am. People are enjoying me, who I am. People like it when I'm myself. That hasn't ever been the case. I've never understood that. But I'm starting to understand it now, because I enjoy looking at other people when they are themselves. And I'm pulling my head out of my butt just a little bit and recognizing that what I do is important to other people also. It's valuable for other people to see myself being myself, and it's valuable for me to be myself too. And that leads to some odd behaviors, depending on how far down the rabbit hole of myself that we go, because I'm insane. The way that we can argue for my insanity is things like this, being a VTubing kitty cat. Very strange. Strange life, strange man. I'm nuts. And the point here, I think, is simply, if I like it and people like it, we're talking about like a super positive sum game, and I even like performing it. Like, this is just nothing but value being added to the world, baby. I'm loving it. So that's all I need to say for this section, is just that I'm loving it. And I think I wanted to take a second and kind of glow myself up the way that sometimes I like to glow up other people too. So that's what that little section was, and now it's been long enough. We have to close out this video. I brought up demon hunters because I think I was ready to receive a seed of inspiration not dissimilar to the one that I received from Avian Invasion at BLFC 2022. I think it's not like the year really matters. I do something unique that I love doing. People get a lot out of it. I get a lot out of it. I'm the only one who can do it. And I've been holding myself back because I've been ashamed historically of being open to people. I went through a period in this channel where I was trying to be open to myself, which worked. Took a hiatus while I learned other things, and made some videos that didn't have as much raw emotionality in them as they sometimes do. I returned to that emotional expression in quiet ways when I wanted to get the attention of the boy that I liked, which did work, and now I'm ready to just kind of get back to the expressions of myself in more casual ways about more casual things, because it's important for people who are like me. I wanted to say that all in one go and I couldn't make it. Shoot, give me a sec. And this one's pretty simple, actually. I've never had someone to be... I haven't existed until now. I'm able to inspire other people the way that other people have inspired me, which is so fantastic. And I am excited to be here again and keep it going in the right way. It insofar as you can talk about it being a calling, that's what this feels like to me. And I haven't known how to approach it for a really long time, and this is what I've decided to do about it. And now for the ultimate mission statement, which I haven't been able to express with such firm and plain belief. In this channel, I've been too afraid to or cowardly to express who I am. That kind of fear is holding me back from the truest expressions, which mean the most even just to myself, but also to other people. Hey, you have to give me a sec.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that your body was. No, he's got like today.
Would you mind shutting my door for a little bit?
Sorry, I didn't realize you were still here.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the denouement very plainly said, my voice has inspired other people to use their voice and has helped other people along their journey. And I'm ready to get back into that more casually with more haste or speed or what have you. I don't know. But that's the stage of art that I'm going into. That's more of what you can expect in the future. This is a hasty closeout because I just have other things going on today. I exceeded my filming time by going down too many tangents. So this is a very abrupt ending indeed. I really feel like I could have tidied it up way more, but we just gotta call it.